Hello and welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm your host for the day, Ben McCain. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, April 20th. If you are new to our show, welcome to COVID-19 Today, where we bring you live daily updates on how this global pandemic is impacting our city, our residents, and our businesses here in Torrance. I invite you to email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. Tell us how you or someone you know is demonstrating how Torrance cares. Well, the confirmed number of cases of the coronavirus in L.A. County jumped by nearly 1,500 new cases, bringing the total to 13,816, and the new confirmed number of deaths totaling 617. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases comes to 204, with no reported deaths. The Los Angeles County Department of Public Health says 1,190 of these cases are from a backlog of tests received from one lab, and 293 are daily reported cases. To date, 89% of people who died had underlying health conditions. Political leaders in Washington, D.C. are said to be closing in on a $470 billion deal to pump more money into the country. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin says this would renew funding to a small business loan program that ran out of money the first week, and add about $310 billion into the Paycheck Protection Program for small businesses. $60 billion to a separate emergency loan program that also ran out of money, $75 billion for hospitals, and $25 billion for testing. Mnuchin, who has been leading the negotiations for the White House, says he hopes the Senate would pass an agreement sometime today. As millions begin receiving their economic impact payment through the CARES Act, the Internal Revenue Service is warning Americans that different scams are popping up and not to fall victim to them. The Federal Trade Commission reported more than 14,000 complaints about COVID-19 related scams. Officials say be cautious if solicitations come in this form of an email, in the form of an email, a knock on the door, or a phone call, or even a text message. Thieves asking for your bank information, social security numbers, or personal data, saying it's related to receiving your stimulus check, is likely a scam. The IRS says they never call or email to ask for personal information, and that should indicate a red flag warning. You can report any attempts of fraud by emailing phishing at irs.gov. Well, COVID-19 is now being called the deadliest disease in the United States, killing more people per day than cancer or heart disease. Just in the last week, COVID-19 was the third leading cause of death, averaging 748 deaths per day. But as the virus continues to spread, the increase in daily deaths have followed. The United States has by far the world's largest number of confirmed cases, with more than 750,000 infections. Well, with the weekend's largest single death day in L.A. County, public health officials are reminding everyone that if you are feeling ill, even with mild symptoms, to self-isolate at home for 7 days or until you are fever and symptom-free for 72 hours. If you've been in close contact with a person who tested positive for COVID-19 or thought to have been infected, you must quarantine for 14 days from your last contact with that individual. Now, the best way to protect yourself against the virus is to wash your hands frequently, avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands, and wear a clean face covering when out in public. During this health crisis, many consumers have become increasingly concerned about shopping for groceries, wondering if the food brought home could carry the virus. Well, the Food and Drug Administration shared their guidelines advising shoppers that the risk is low of the virus transmitting in this way, with no confirmed reports or any evidence that it's possible to get the coronavirus from food or food packaging. The FDA says during this pandemic, consumers should always wear a face covering while in the store. Carry your own wipes or use the one provided by the store to wipe down shopping cart handles or baskets. Practice social distancing while shopping. Wash your hands with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds when you get home. And wiping down packaging and letting it air dry is an optional added precautionary step you can take. Be sure to rinse your fresh fruits and vegetables under running water before eating. And when unloading your groceries, be sure to get them in the fridge within 2 hours of buying items like meat, poultry, eggs, and other perishables. And regularly clean and sanitize your kitchen counter using a disinfectant. And always keep in mind the basic food safety tips: clean, separate, cook, and chill. You can get more tips by going online to fda.gov. California healthcare lobbyists are asking Governor Newsom to offer protection against civil and criminal legal action in their handling of COVID-19 cases. In a letter recently, a number of organizations from the California Hospital Association to the California Association of Health Facilities asked Newsom to issue an executive order that would make facilities, plans, doctors, and healthcare employees immune from any administrative sanction or criminal or civil liability or claim for any injury, death, or loss that may have come from the care they provided during the state of this emergency. While healthcare industry groups say this would provide important protection for their employees, advocates worry it would remove a layer of protection for patients. Currently, California law protects doctors, hospitals, pharmacists, nurses, and dentists who render services during emergencies, but according to healthcare lobbyists, the law does not cover skilled nursing, assisted living facilities, health plans, and many types of healthcare workers. In an effort to help COVID-19 patients recover, the American Red Cross is calling on Southern California survivors to donate blood plasma. The convalescent plasma traditionally used to treat infections such as polio, hepatitis, influenza, and Ebola has been used when no other treatments have been available. The Food and Drug Administration tapped into the Red Cross to help facilitate the collection and distribution of plasma to patients in need. Only fully recovered COVID-19 patients may be eligible to help those currently sick. There is a Red Cross Blood Donor Center in Torrance. To find out more, go to redcross.org. Well, the American Association of Retired Persons, or AARP, is partnering with California Governor Gavin Newsom and the state's Department of Aging. They've launched the California for All resource card, a one-stop information guide on COVID-19 for all Californians. It includes how to get caregiving support, how to stay at home, how to stay safe at home, important resources through the state's Aging and Adults Information Line, and how to report fraud, abuse, or neglect. The card and listed resources are available for free to all Californians, and you can download a digital version of the card online or email caarp@aarp.org to request an electronic copy. The Los Angeles County Public Health officials announced a transition taking place of who will oversee the COVID-19 testing. LA County Fire Department's Medical Director, Dr. Clayton Kazan, will turn the county's testing network over to Torrance Memorial Medical Center's infectious disease expert, Dr. James McKinnell. While Kazan will return to his duties as the medical director for LA County Fire Department, he plans to work with McKinnell as he aims to continue building the testing program. He plans to use his clinical research background, which focused on epidemiology and experience in management of global infectious diseases, to improve efficiency, speed, the turnaround time for results, and respond to the needs of the underserved communities. Currently, there are more than 24 testing sites throughout the county, and testing has now opened to anyone experiencing symptoms regardless of their immigration status, insurance status, age, or underlying health issues. The test is free. It just requires an appointment. More than 80,000 individuals have been tested so far, with 13% testing positive. Torrance City Council members have a new message out today. Mayor Patrick Fury, along with fellow council members George Chen, Tim Goodrich, Mike Griffiths, Aurelio Matucci, and newcomer Sharon Kalani, all shared individual messages reminding residents of different resources still available to the community during this health crisis, and to remember the importance of social distancing and to not give up hope that we will get through this together. This is the third round of public service announcement videos each of the council members have recorded and shared to stay in touch with the community. You can see their messages on our channel as well as our YouTube page beginning today. Well, in case you haven't checked it out yet, the City of Torrance is hosting an interactive COVID-19 dashboard on its temporary website where all these COVID-19 are housed. As the largest city within the South Bay region, the dashboard includes information unique to each city, including the number of cases confirmed with each city boundary. You can find the dashboard at cityoftorranceca.gov. Well, the Torrance Unified School District resumed a new week of distance learning, and with that, families were able to head to one of the 5 locations to pick up free grab-and-go meals for breakfast and lunch for students. The free grab-and-go meals are available Monday through Friday at the following locations: Carr Edison and Torrance Elementary Schools, as well as Magruder and Hull Middle Schools. Meals can be picked up between 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. Students must be with parents when picking up. Well, the city of Torrance launched the new Torrance Cares for Seniors program today, a free in-home COVID-19 testing service to Torrance's most vulnerable and at risk. The city began taking appointments today to visit Torrance seniors in their homes who are experiencing COVID-19 symptoms to administer the nasal swab test. Testing is limited to Torrance residents only who are age 65 and older. They must be experiencing symptoms, have underlying chronic health problems, or have limited access to transportation. Appointments are prioritized for individuals on a first-come, first-served basis and only to those who meet the testing requirement. The phone lines are open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call this number, 310-320-5918, or go online to the city's temporary website. That's cityoftorranceca.com/TC for seniors. Well, heading into the fourth week of Torrance Cares to Go continued offering the city's elderly and most at risk a much-needed service. To date, 1,024 prepackaged bags have been delivered to Torrance's elderly and at-risk individuals who should not be out shopping during the health crisis. 48 city employees have also been able to take advantage of the service, purchasing the bags as well. And thanks to community members' continued contributions to support the program, 137 packages were subsidized to Torrance's low-income seniors. To qualify for the Torrance Cares to Go program, you must be 60 years or older, or have a disability, or have underlying health conditions. There are about 18 items in each package, including fresh foods as well as essential sanitary items. This is limited to one order per household. To sign up, go to cityoftorranceca.com/TC to go. You can also call 310-618-6339 Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. Well, the city's Home Improvement Program, or HIP, which offers free assistance to disabled individuals and senior citizens in Torrance, continues their efforts. Here are two of our HIP employees. That's Sean on the left and Andres on the right. They helped this homeowner, providing nearly $2,000 in contractor services. Some of the services through HIP include upgrading homes to accommodate a disability, light plumbing, painting, and minor repairs. This is through the city's Community Services Department, and despite the health crisis, HIP employees have continued to serve our members, and we've been told they have gone above and beyond the normal show of concern, helping seniors during this critical time and showing truly how Torrance cares. And at the end of each program, we'd like to share your story of how you and your family, friends, and local businesses are all surviving this health crisis. Whether it's something fun to pass the time or something special you're doing in the community or something cool you saw, please tell us all about it. Today, Torrance resident Jen Graham shared photos of her Girl Scout troop 70885. The girls with face coverings on spread cheer at Anza Elementary School with beautiful chalk art. What a beautiful way, even though our youngest Torrance residents, to show how Torrance cares. We love seeing these photos and videos being sent to us. Please keep them coming so that we can share your story of how Torrance cares. Email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. If you have questions or just want to share, and stay informed by signing up at torranceca.gov/Torrance Alerts and subscribe to the city's Facebook page. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow at 4 p.m. as Hiba Salmon brings you the latest COVID-19 updates. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.